Taren S. Welcome to the House of Witchcraft. Come on in. Let's brew some magic together. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the House of Witchcraft. An extra special shout out to you Crossroads witches out there. And of course to you witches that are supporting the channel here. Thank you. And with that said, we're going to get on to today's topic. Full moons for solitaires. I know a lot of you folks, a lot of you magical witch folk leaning in watching me are solitaires. All right, I get it in the comments. So I thought I would get my stuff together on things that I've done. This isn't a list of stuff I read on Pinterest, witches. I went and pulled out when Taren's doing a full moon by herself. What does Taren do? All right, I'm bringing you 40 years of experience. All right, so for some reason I had a little rant there, but I first want to start with, okay, we're doing a full moon. I'm very blessed. I have a personal, this space is my personal space. You also see me film in the cottage property in which is used by the Witches Cottage Coven. All right, and so when I'm filming there, I have to be mindful of that group, and sometimes you'll see me film things and other times I'm not filming. Now today I'm not filming in the cottage because it's just too damn hot, y'all. We ain't got no AC down there, and it's one of those high 90 desert heats. I'm here in Southern California, and I stuck my head out the door and was like, oh no, not today, honey, not today. All right, I'm hoping later on this afternoon I can get down there. So let's get back on topic. All right, okay, and blah. Before I get back on topic, I have spent the vast majority of the past 40 years involved in the community and or in my traditions covens, all right? But there have been time periods where I wasn't active in that. We have different seasons, okay? And I was alone and I wanted to connect. First thing to remember, honey, there's witches all around the world standing under that full moon right now. Just go out there. They're there. All right? Go out there and set up your space knowing that there are witches all over the world. All right? Especially that night, go look up when the moon's at its peak, and that night it's going to be when the most magic folk are standing under that moon. And go out there and tap into them and dance and give it up to the other witches, okay? You know, and that is, this is where I get into the simplicity of things. And I want to show you, if you don't have a dedicated space, because I know I am blessed, all right? Not everybody's got this. A lot of times we have this. You got your altar space, all right? And you're like, yeah, this is just as powerful as all of this, witches. I want y'all to understand that, okay? And this is, I love this. This was made by one of the witches at House of Witchcraft Facebook group. And I will leave her thing here because for the life of me right now, I'm not going to butcher it. Lucia. I'm going to try, but I'll leave her thing and you can also go. But a beautiful little tray, all right? Cute little candle. Y'all see you can get these cute little candles. Guess what? I can put my little candle. I'm going to sit this down so I don't. All right, this will be my, I will take a pretty little candle. Your color choice, all right? I've got a crystal skull that I like, okay? And I have a libation cup. All right, I got everything I need. Oops, put it straight. Right there. Right there is everything I need. I can go take this out in my yard. All right. Do my libations up. All right. Use my crystal to help me connect. Light my candle to divinity. Play me a little music and dance around in my yard. all right? And if I'm doing a working, all right, where my candles color coordinated, I can chant that up, all right? Red candles are typically for love, friendship, relationship related things. I'm wanting to deepen a relationship with someone. I could light this candle up and dance around under a full moon, and say, if the love is right, let it be mine. Y'all heard what I said. You gotta be watching them words. If the love is right, let it be mine. Don't be trying to take stuff that ain't yours and ain't met, because you're going to end up with a relationship, a heartache 10 years later. All right? So, this is a very simple little traveling altar, and you can put other things in it. All right, my other altar that I have had, and I've got it sitting center. I'm going to move my notes around here. Y'all can see it, is I've done an altar in miniature. All right? This is my goddess. It's my little goddess statue. And if you would like to really pay attention, these are actually, y'all see these are actual little books of magic. And I got them at a dark market flea market. A gentleman had them, and I thought it was the coolest thing I had ever seen. And I bought 2 miniature books of magic. I was also told that you can periodically find these on eBay. I just love them, all right? And I have my dollhouse table. I sit it here. I've got my goddess statue. I've got my acorn bowl. Of course, I have my little skull, because I like dead people, all right? And I have my little pink quartz wand. Yeah, y'all thinking. And I have a couple little other, I typically sit this altar up because it's got all of my Gaia, Willendorf, Venus statues. This is what I call my mother goddess altar, all right? And I use this altar. Actually, right now I have a mojo bag working for harvesting the things that I need to harvest and not taking too much. All right, that's my working. I got it all worded out. But I have other Venus statues in which I put here. All right, and I will set my altar space up, sit here, and again, it's head space, witches. All right, and one of the things I like to do, y'all know I love me a good sacred water full moon recipe. And if you cannot make it, yes, go get it from another witch. All right, this is Creations from the Hollow. All right, I am not paid by these folks. I buy it just like you do. Half the time, they don't even know I give shout outs, to be honest. She has a storm water that I adore for changing the vibrations. Another go-to of mine is Bridging Worlds Botanica. The proprietor there is Crystal. All right, her recipe for bay rum. It is the best bay rum. All right, and I love bay rum. I'm telling you, this one will whip your vibrations. All right, if you can't make it, yes, go get it in the community. But be aware of buying commercial mass quantity made items versus buying it off of a magical or spiritual person and their personal recipes, all right? You know, when I talk about supporting our community, especially when you get up in some of those conjuring things, they're being marketed by mass media. It is a factory in Mexico just pouring out, pouring in a bottle, putting a little food color, pouring in a bottle, putting in a little food color, go down, slap a label, slap a label, slap a label, put it in a box and ship it out. All right? No. Please don't. Please don't support mass commercialism. Please support our real magical folk, our real workers, our real workers. I hate using the word real because it's a qualifier I don't like putting on things. Authentic. All right, I don't know what word y'all know what I'm trying to say. Okay? All right, I have, like I said, another thing I like to do, and I brought my bell out, is I will sit down, do my little spray space, ring my bell, open myself up. Time to start a meditation, witches. All right? Yeah. Now, that's when we're like, okay, I've done a miniature altar. All right? I've done open myself up to meditation. What's something else I can do? Okay? Got a problem? This is an obsidian ball. This is, if you do not have obsidian, I strongly suggest a piece of raw quartz crystal, okay? All right, for this particular full moon thing to do is when you have a problem, a contemplation, you're looking for a solution. All right, I will sit here and just roll my ball around. If I've got my crystal, same thing. I'm just rolling on it. I'm thinking about my problem. I'm trying to open myself up to those higher vibrations is what I'm doing. All right. I'm done. I've got the low vibrations on it. That's why I'm sitting here. All right. I'm not, understanding what's going on. I'm looking for a solution. I feel like I'm caught in a corner. Wherever y'all are at, which is where you're in that moment of conflict. If you are in conflict, you're in low vibration. It ain't nothing bad about it. I'm in low vibration a lot too. But what it's about is taking those moments, a full moon moment, and sitting back, all right, and seeking out love, acceptance, understanding, compassion, forgiveness. I know that's hard for some of us. Me too. I ain't saying. All right. But what I can strive for is acceptance, compassion, and understanding. All right. I don't have to go for that forgiveness word. Yes, ultimately, yes. But in some situations, oh, hell no, honey. That ain't happening. All right. I will find acceptance. I will find compassion and understanding. All right? But I ain't going to find nothing else. Okay? But it's about sitting there and seeking those higher vibrations for your potential, whatever solution you're looking for, whatever conflict you're looking for, a resolution or a solution. This is resolution solutions, where you're going to sit and contemplate up and use a good crystal. Like I said, my obsidian ball, honey, I done whispered and it has just sits there and I will feel better. And I can start putting a plan of action together. All right? That what can I do next? It's not I got to solve the whole problem, but what's the thing that I need to do that I know is within higher vibrations? All right? So, problem solving. Very good to do if you are a solitaire on a full moon. This is also good dark moon or new moon, depending on your path. All right, they're actually sort of the same thing. Yeah. We look as a dark moon is less than 9% illumination in the sky. Once it becomes higher than 9%, we call it the crescent moon. All right, for some, just at that peak of the first light, they call the new moon. All right, and this is yours to figure out, witches. Okay, now let me get my notes. Let me find my glasses and my notes. While I'm saying that, if you are new, hit that subscribe and like button. I try to upload all the time. Y'all know I just got to make sure I got my notes. And of course, I'm going to tell you, put on your good music and just dance around your house and sweep your house. All right? And just sweep happiness. Sweep away all of the yuck and bring in the new. Okay? And I know it's hard, and I have so much respect for solitaires. Like I said, I've had years where I've just been up in my space by myself, but I was still part of the community, and that's the one thing I will encourage all of you solitaires. Yes, I understand that ultimately, as witches, witchcraft, really, we are solitaires at heart, even ones in covens. We will do coven work, and then we come home and do it our way. But that for the solitaires out there, all right, book knowledge is only going to take you so far. You have got to get in the community, all right? You need to go interact with, go participate with other magical folks and other witches. I can read about it all day, but until I jump out of that airplane, honey, I don't know what it's like. And so it is very important, and we are really lucky because we got all sorts of that, social media, virtual. We're all plugged into the matrix. We're all plugged in. So you can reach out and find folks, all right? And to get involved in a group, hear how other folks are doing it. And there are so many flavors. If you don't like that group, go to the one that you like. I guarantee there is a group out there that's got your flavor up in it, all right, witch? And it's not that, oh my gosh, I went to this group, they're terrible, the whole pagan community, all witches are terrible. That's not how, all right? Please don't do that to us, okay? Just like any large community, yeah, we got a couple of fringy folk that we just don't even want to talk about. But the majority of the folk in the community, they are good people. Most of the witches, I know I spent 2.5 years up on this social media thing, all right? I've never done internet dating. I never met folk before. And I will tell you, 98% of the people I've met are amazing, all right? And so I really want you to try to reach out. There are Facebook groups out there that you can get involved in. There's other social media groups, subbits, Reddits, and all sorts of things. Reach out, and hear other folks' experiences. And getting out every full moon. If it's just dancing in your house with your broom 1 month, the next month you're going to do a meditation. You can change it up, all right? I have quiet full moons of get a glass of wine, sit in my front yard, because the way my property is, my front yard's my backyard, sit in my front yard, look at the sky, and just think I'm part of the divine and the divine's part of me. And those moments are some of the most powerful magic I've created, all right, is within its simplicity. Now, yeah, you can dress up, go full moon, cast your circle, call your quarters if that is how you're feeling, all right? But don't feel like you have to do that every month. And sometimes when we're in space, we can work things in a much different way than what we're thinking. You don't have to have all this, all right? Like I said, yeah, it's nice. Also understand, I have been practicing magic, witchcraft in some way, shape, or form for 40 years, all right? I stood in my first circle at 17. I am 57 years old. Actually, September of this year is my journal anniversary of, oh my gosh, because I wrote it down so I can look back, all right? And I have all sorts of journals for different seasons of my life. I had a young season where I was, the initiate into the coven. I was blessed. I spent 7 years with that group, all right? My high priestess was an older witch. She passed. That's sort of, I still have a relationship with her, but it's in spiritual realm. All right? I hived off, and then I went on my own magical journey and went into the conjuring and into the voodoo world. All right? Each of us has our own journey. And you start by opening up your door and walking out it and getting involved in our community one way or another. Now that I've gone off on that one on join your community, that was all it said, was join your community. And so I sat here and talked that up. How simple it is. It's all in your headspace, all right? It's be witchy. You are witchy. You don't have to do anything special. You just got to do you, all right? And find a way to celebrate that little moment, okay? And if it's watching a witchy movie on a full moon, I think that counts. That's what I'm saying, witch. All right, I hope this gave you all a little inspiration. And again, I just want to say how much respect I have for our solitaire community, because I know you guys are working twice as hard to figure it out, okay? Because you have got to really go do it all yourself. And that's why I keep stressing, get up in the community. Stay a solitaire. I ain't saying you gotta join nothing. I'm saying just lean in and become part of. And you'll find, you know, we got all sorts of empowering and inspiring information out there. And of course, you know, we have a YouTube members area. I upload videos exclusive to them. All of the money used for that is put straight back into the channel. I'm excited. I got me a new fancy light ring. I'm thinking about actually buying a real camera and not filming on my phone no more, because y'all know that's what I do. I just film. I found the button and I press it, and I know how to do that. But I am really, I try to use that wisely to improve our community, to improve my channel. All right, I just want y'all to know that I'm trying to be wise with the gifts that are being given to me right now, because I know when y'all contribute, that's a gift. All right, and I just want y'all to know I respect that. Okay, now with that said, I know y'all done heard this. For those that have been here, y'all know I'm at tell you to have a bright, blessed day. I want you to have as bright of a blessed day as I'm having. And as always, amen, blessed be, ashe, and H.o.W.